Hi, I'm Amanda with Pitt Printing and Marketing Services in Tampa, and last week I spoke a little bit about using e-newsletters and printed newsletters in your marketing efforts, and today I want to just discuss a few pros and cons for both e-newsletters and printed newsletters to help you decide which would be most effective in your marketing efforts. I'll start with email. A few pros I'd like to discuss is most obviously that it's easy to share. You have that forward button up at the top. It's really easy to forward that on to other contacts in your contact list, and then your message will be being seen by all of their other recipients. It's also really easy to link to other websites. Include your website, include your blog. Also, you can include social media sites in there as well with share buttons and like buttons and all that good stuff. Typically, e-newsletters tend to be short and sweet. Some people really like that, just getting a few bulleted points or just the basics of what you're trying to say, and if they want more information, they can click through to another website where they can read an entire article. Also, most obviously, is that the email marketing in general, including e-newsletters, is pretty cost effective. You have low costs involved. It makes it really easy to fit that into your marketing budget. A few cons that I'd like to point out is that it's really easy to delete. Sometimes your recipient comes in the morning and they're just cleaning out their inbox and you get lost in there as well. Also, it's really easy to get lost in the shuffle. There's a lot of noise with all the junk email that is going on, and your recipients are getting evites and e-newsletters and Groupons and coupons and all that good stuff. So it's easy to get lost in that shuffle and get deleted. Print is still a really popular medium for newsletters, and probably the most popular. It's still the most portable medium to use. So, you print a newsletter and somebody receives it in their mailbox, and they can take it with them to the lunchroom or take it home or pass it on to their secretary, and it makes it really just easy to move about. It's still the preferred way to read larger documents, so those of you out there who produce quarterly newsletters that are multi-page documents, it's a lot easier to read them when they're large and in print. You also don't have to compete with as much noise. We all get a lot of junk mail, but far less in our mailbox than in our inbox. So you have less competition there. And these typically come in, oversized envelopes, or, they're folded in half, but they stick out a little bit. A few cons is that it's not as interactive as email marketing, so you don't have the links and the click-throughs and the like buttons and the share buttons and all that, bells and whistles that go along with email marketing. So it's not as interactive, but you can put a QR code on your printed newsletters now and make them mobilely interactive, so you have a little bit of an option there. Most obvious con that comes with printed newsletters is that they are an expense. You have to pay for the printing of the newsletter and also the postage. So we've talked a little bit about tips and strategies about using e-newsletters and printed newsletters in your marketing, and also some pros and cons for them both. So I'm sure you're all wondering, okay, great, Amanda, well, which one do we use? My suggestion would be to actually utilize them both and have them complement each other. Some people still prefer getting those printed newsletters and reading them and keeping them on their desks, and some people like to get them on the fly on their cell phones. So the best way to reach everybody and be the most effective is to utilize both of them in your marketing efforts. And if you already have a budget for your printed newsletters, e-newsletters are pretty cost effective and easy to squeeze in there as well. So if you want any more information about e-newsletters or printed newsletters or any of the stuff that we talked about, please feel free to contact me at Pitt Printing and Marketing Services. And as always, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And that's your Pip Tip for the day.